Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be doing an epoxy giveaway. I'm going to be giving away two 1-gallon kits of bar and tabletop epoxy from Bond. It'll come to you in a box that looks like this. So two people's going to get each a 1-gallon kit. All you got to do is like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave me a comment telling me what you're going to make or what you're going to do with the epoxy. And when you do it, make sure you share pictures so I can see what you guys have done. But and I hope you enjoy the video. It's a little different than what I've been doing here lately. It's modifying a sink a little bit. Just a little bit. You'll see in the video. I hope you enjoy it. But anyway, yeah, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and you have to leave me a comment explaining what you're going to make or do with the epoxy. I'd like to know what you guys are building and making. Also, share it on all your social media too, please. That would help the channel out tremendously. I hope you enjoy the video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget, subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and leave me a comment. Tell me what you're going to do with the epoxy. Two people is going to get a 1-gallon kit. Leave them comments down there. That's the only way you're going to get it. You got to drop a comment. You got to like it. You gotta subscribe to the channel. Peace. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing something a little bit different. I've had several people contact me wanting to know about the drips, the dried epoxy that's up under the edge of your counter or your sink, table, or whatever it might be you've put epoxy on. They want to know how to get rid of it after it dries. Well, I have a couple of videos on my channel showing how to do that with a specific tool. It's a metal polishing pad. It's what it is. But they said they can't find that where they live. So I'm going to do something a little different for them. Let me show you what I'm going to use. We're going to be using one of these. You can find these anywhere. This one comes from Walmart. It's, I believe it's 80 grit. Yeah, it's 80 grit. This will eat right through that epoxy. But I'm going to show that. And also, I've also had some people ask me if I would mount a soap dispenser up above their sink where they can, the pump dispenser, where they could just put soap in it so they wouldn't have to have a bar of soap down there on their sink. But I'm going to do something better. I'm going to show how to install a soap dispenser bottle in a sink that doesn't have a hole for one. Just hear me out. Let me get outside, get the camera set up, and we'll get right back to it. Alright guys, this is the sink we're going to be working on today. They wanted me, if you could picture this sink mounted on its base, wall being right here, they wanted me to mount a pump bottle right there so they could wash their hands. I'm going to do one better for them. I'm going to show how to put a hole here for one of them pump dispensers. So, and I'm also going to take and get the epoxy off for them. Show how that goes. Anyway, let me get the camera set up on the tripod, and we'll get to it. Alright guys, before we get started on this sink, before we get started tapping that hole for the soap dispenser and taking the epoxy off the bottom, there's a couple things I want to go over with you, and it's safety. First and foremost, that dust that you're going to be generating whenever you start standing on that epoxy is not good for your lungs. Get you a respirator like this one, or you can even get N95, just a dust mask. Something's better than nothing. Do not do that. Please do not do that without something protecting your lungs and your eyes. This is what you want to use to tap your hole for your soap dispenser. It is a 1.5 inch hole saw bit. Where you put it is 100% up to you, but just make sure that you have the room underneath the cabinet in your sink. Make sure there's nothing, no drawer or anything like that, or no water line or anything like that that's going to be in the way of it, because you wouldn't want to run this through a water line. That would be a bad day. Let's see what else. This is what we're going to be using to take the epoxy drips off the bottom of the sink. I don't have my usual metal polishing pad, that black pad. I have a couple videos early on in the channel a couple years back that I used a metal polishing pad to take the dried epoxy off. It eats right through the epoxy. So does this one. This one you can find anywhere. This one, specific one, come from Walmart. You can get them at Walmart, Home Depot, Ace Hardware, Lowe's, pretty much any hardware store like that, or store like Walmart. Yeah, you can get them anywhere. Like I said, don't forget to protect your eyes as well. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to get the camera moved to get it set up, and we're going to tap the hole for that soap dispenser. I'm also going to re-tap the drain in the sink because it looks a little small. I'm not sure, it may be the right size. I'm going to run that hole saw bit through it just to make sure it's clear. So stand by just a minute. Alright guys, like I said, you want to make sure whenever you find the spot on either side, whether it be this side or this side, whichever side you decide to put it on, make sure there's nothing going to be up underneath that this hole saw is going to hit. Looks like all of these holes are clear. I'm going to run it through this one down here in the center. It looks like it'll fit, but I'm just going to make sure. There. And I'll show you what it looks like whenever we get done. I think I'm going to put this one right here. Make sure you have it to where it's got the drill bit on it. That way it'll start and it won't scratch your epoxy job up. You don't want that. So just pick where you want it. Make sure it's not on that lip right there. Little lip right there. You don't want to put it on that. You want to back it up off of that a little bit. We're going to put it right here. I apologize for the noise. like that. Let me get something to get rid of this dust. While I go buy a sink that's got the hole there for the soap dispenser that's going to cost you $40 extra just for that hole, when you can tap it yourself. Yeah, you don't want to be breathing none of that crap. The stuff's not good for you. I'd hate to see what it does to a set of lungs. Now I'll flip the sink over. I'll tell you what, I'll get the camera down real quick. We'll get a close look at that hole. How does that sound? Let me take this off here. There. See? Your spigot holes. Your soap dispenser hole. See? Now you can mount your pump bottle on there. Soap, go in your hand right there. And I cleaned that hole out. These holes are already big enough. They've already been cleaned. So yeah, there's nothing to it. Simple as that, folks. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna put the camera back up on the tripod. I'm gonna flip this sink over, and we're gonna proceed to get rid of that dried epoxy on the bottom. Stand by just a minute. Alright guys, this is what we're fixing to do here. All this dried epoxy, we're going to get rid of all that, every bit of it, make it look brand new. This thing looks rough on the bottom. We're going to get rid of all that epoxy. It's dried on there. That's what I'll do. I'll take and show you how to paint the bottom of this without getting any paint on the side right here, without taping it off. We'll make this look brand new again. And I can't stress enough, please, please, please wear some kind of protection for your breathing. This is about to get very dusty, and you don't need that in your life. So let me get this camera back up on the tripod. We'll get to work. I can't wear my hat. Getting thin up top. You want to wear something that's going to protect your breathing. It's going to get noisy, so, and I'm not going to be able to talk. You're not going to be able to hear me very good with this on. So once I put this on, I'm just going to go to work, and we'll remove all this. You want to wear eye protection too. Okay, here we go. Well, let me get the camera pointing down on the sink. Okay. You guys can see okay? Okay. Let's do this. I apologize for the noise. Okay, it was just that quick. You could see why you need to wear a respirator. Look at all that dust. It's all over me and everything now. Okay. Clean your sink off real good. Clean all the dust off of it real good. I'm going to show you. How to make this thing look real pretty. Look like it come from the factory. If you guys ever get any value out of any of these videos, I would appreciate it if you'd smash that like button and hit subscribe while you're there. It helps the channel out more than you know. Okay, let me go get my paint. We're going to be using Rust-Oleum Gloss Black. Now, to paint this bottom without getting any paint on the side, you want to come here and angle like that. You want to go at an angle. That way you don't get no paint on your epoxy work. That wouldn't be very nice. Do all this work and then spray paint your epoxy. That wouldn't be very nice. You don't have to spray paint the whole bottom of it. I do it just because it looks good. I know it ain't gonna be seen, but I know it's there. And I want it to look good. I'll get the camera down in just a minute and show you guys what I've done. I apologize for that lawnmower in the beginning of the video. I had to do this outside because of the dust. And my neighbor decided to start mowing. Well, what are you gonna do, right? Okay, just about done. One little bit right there on the front, we'll be done with this bad boy. We're done. Now you can see that sanding disc made very short work. Well, you've seen how quick it was. Made very short work of that dried epoxy. Eat it right off. And we have a new soap dispenser hole. Nice. That is sweet. We're gonna have a little contest. I will be giving 2 people a 1-gallon kit of Wise Bond tabletop and bar top epoxy. It's a 1-gallon kit. Half a gallon of hardener, half a gallon of resin. All you gotta do is like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave me a comment telling me why you need it. That's all you gotta do. Leave me a comment tell me why you need it, like the video, thumbs up, and subscribe. And there's going to be two people that's going to get a 1 gallon kit of the Wise Bond bar and tabletop epoxy. It'll come to you in a box just like this. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. It's going to focus. So yeah, if you want to get yourself a 1 gallon kit of epoxy, and it's good epoxy. Wise Bond is top of the line epoxy. It really is. It's got a good open work time. You know, when it sets rock solid. It's you know how you can get some epoxy that you can take, and in 4 days you can take your thumbnail or something like that and you can indent it. Not this epoxy. It ain't gonna happen. It's good and hard. So if you want a gallon kit, all you got to do, thumbs up, which is like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave me a comment telling me why you need it. That's all you got to do. Simple as that. I appreciate you guys watching these videos. I'm trying to get this channel to go somewhere. It's slowly growing. I wish it could grow a little faster, but it is what it is. I enjoy what I do. I love working with epoxy. I love, you know, communicating with you guys. Every comment that's put on my channel, I answer every single comment. There's not a comment on any of my videos that I haven't answered. I have another channel. I'm not sure which direction I want to go with it. I think it's going to be a build channel, just, you know, just building things like tables, etc., countertops and stuff like that. So I'm going to be firing that one up here soon. I just got to figure out a name for it. So if you guys got any ideas, leave them down there in the comments as well. I appreciate you guys watching. I really do. And I hope this video helps some of you out anyway. I know it helps some of you. Some of you are already into it, know what's going on. But alright, that's going to do it. So you guys remember, like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment telling me why you need it. Put your thinking caps on, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Oh, and don't forget to ring the little notification bell and select all so you know when a video does come out again. Alright guys, I thank you for watching. I love you guys. I wouldn't be here without you. I appreciate each and every one of you. Peace.